This lesson on the sociology of inequality is asking the question, is the UK a classless society? Does class no longer count in the UK anymore? Life chances, gender, ethnicity, functionalist, Marxist, traditional, heavy industry, mining, shipbuilding, economic shift, different jobs. So, the assertion by some people, John Major in the 1990s said this. In the UK, he said, other people said, the new right functionalists have said, social class is no longer important. Social class is no longer the main thing that affects people's lives. Social class is not important. To which Marxists, you won't be surprised to say, are you nuts? Have you been drinking? Of course, life chances count. Life chances is still the most important factor in affecting your life chances. To say anything else is crazy, and to say anything else is to do the work of the bourgeoisie and maintain their hegemony, they might say. So if Marxists do not think that social class is no longer important, so what's going on? Well, we can agree that the classes have changed in the last few years. The traditional working class, people who voted Labour, lived in close-knit communities, in heavy industry, miners, that sort of thing. They were members of unions. Their grandfather and their father had done the same job as them. They had very strong gender roles. The men were the breadwinners, the wives were the housewives and mothers. That's gone, or going. The traditional middle class, who were homeowners, value education very highly. Yeah. Many of the working class do these things as well. They own their own homes and they think education is important. So the class system has definitely changed. Whether it's gone is a different matter. So to functionalists and the new right and this chap here, Peter Saunders, yeah, social class is no longer very important because the system is now meritocratic. If you are hardworking and you're clever, you will go far. If you're stupid and you're lazy, you will fail. That's not class, that's merit, he'd say. So they would say social class is no longer very important. So what does the research say? First off, we've got Goldthorpe and Lockwood. They did some research on what's called the affluent worker. They went to a town called Luton where there was a car factory. So there were highly paid working class jobs. And they thought, right, who's likely to change amongst the working class first? The better paid ones. If they're paid if they're paid a sort of middle class wage for their highly skilled jobs, surely they're the ones their culture will change. And they found there was some changes, but in the Luton car factory, Ford car factory, they found that these workers, although they're paid like middle class people, they still think in a very working class way. They still mostly vote Labour, they still have very traditional views, they still believe in belonging to a trade union, they're not individualistic, they're part of a community. Fiona Devine did very similar research and found essentially the same thing. The working class has changed, their views have changed, but they've not gone. They still feel working class. Not as working class as they did, less likely to vote Labour, less tribal, but still distinct subculture, still distinctly working class.